Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Estrella, and like a star, I'm gonna shine some light on y'all. Muchas gracias for your support on this channel, and for your good wishes for my travels, and for tuning in to hear these stories. It means the world to me. Today's featured suggestion on things to do when I get to New York is jaywalk. Remember to leave a comment saying the first 3 things you think I should do when I get to New York. Your comment may be featured in my next video. Plus, you'll be entered into my book giveaway. In my interview with Marisol, I realized that I never even thought to ask her about how she traveled to the US. It's wild. I feel like I'm learning so much about the women who I practically grew up with. My next interview is Perla. She lives right next door to us and is practically family. I can always count on her to help me with my art projects because she has such a good eye for design. The question I chose from your suggestions today is, where was your first home in the US? Let's hear what she has to say.
Okay, lista. Is this my good side? Okay. Mi nombre es Perla. I have 3 kids and they're my biggest contribution to this country. A ver, ¿qué más? As a woman, when I say I want to do something, it means I want to be able to do it myself. I'm very persistent in that way, and that's something that I've always wanted to teach my girls. Something that I'm proud of? I would say the process of becoming a naturalized citizen. Because, híjole, it was a process to get there. Well, first off, I had put it off for so long. See, I had a job to attend to, and I had kids, and I got married. But one day, out of the blue, Mia asked me about voting. And I was ashamed to tell her that and explain that I wasn't allowed to vote. It made me realize that being a resident, any president can come in and take that away from me. So I needed to find security not only in myself, but for my family. So I talked to my mother about filing, and she encouraged me to start soon because they were going to raise the application fee. And being the independent woman that I am, I decided to file under my own name because I earned it. But I think it took a year longer to complete. But yeah, there were thousands of people in the arena, but the only people I cared about were my family. And I took an oath and I felt so proud. Is this a YouTube question? Okay, bueno, pues. Our first home wasn't really our home. We lived with my abuela, my grandma, que en paz descanse. And I lived in a room with Tia Lulu, Marcos, y Maria. And I remember my mom trying to make the best of it because it wasn't really our home, you know? And I had to watch my mom struggle a lot because she was very mistreated by a lot of my aunts on my dad's side. And they would use her like the housekeeper, so like the help. And we were not looked at as family, and that was hard. We felt shunned as kids. We lived in a single room and we had the leftovers last. We ate last and slept last. And we weren't even invited to parties as guests. We were only there to help and not to celebrate. And I remember Mi mamá would put my hair in real tight chonguitos. ¿Cómo se dice? Pigtails. And they'll be so tight that they would give me a headache. Mi mamá was not a hairstylist like yours, mija. No. But she would put me in my nicest dress and make me all clean and neat, and then we would go. And I remember her telling me to be nice and polite to the kids and not to fight with them. But it was them who never wanted to play with me. They'll be playing hide and seek, and I would try to join them, and they would hide behind the jumper. And I remember mi mamá telling me, "Ay, Perlita, no llores. Para el año que viene en tu cumpleaños, yo te voy a comprar una piñata de la que tú quieras. And you won't have a dump jumper. You'll have two." And one day, I came home from school to a huge argument between my mom and mi abuela. And mi mamá finally had enough. And it was the first time that I saw anyone scream at mi abuela. And then my dad had to move us into his brother's garage. And see, that was another bad situation because we weren't even allowed into the house unless my dad was there. And then if we had a shower, we had a shower in the laundry sink, the lavadero. And we couldn't even go to the bathroom unless my dad was home. It took time, but eventually my dad got a small duplex for us. And it was our own little house with our own little toys and with our own little family in Pico Rivera. And we were finally happy there. And after we got a little bit back on our feet, we bought this house in Islos. And that's where I met your mommy, mi vecina. And your family has become a part of mine. I'm really gonna miss you, Estrellita. It makes me so proud to see you going off to college, mija. Una mujer que se puso las pilas. Please send us photos and call us whenever you need anything, okay? You may be far, but you never be alone, okay?